Pockets, 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 and more pockets. It's insanely comfortable, super functional. The Whitespace Insulated Cargo Kit is top notch. After using the Whitespace 3L kit for 3 years, I wanted to try the Insulated Whitespace Cargo Snowboard Kit. The reason being, number one, as a content creator, pocket storage is huge for me, and I've never seen a snowboard kit with this much storage and functionality, all while still looking super sick. Number two, I'm a huge fan of bibs. They keep you dry even on the deepest of days and prevent that dreaded cold breeze from blowing up your back or down your crack. When you bend over, it keeps snow out of your pants. You just can't beat bibs. And number three, my theory was with an insulated snowboard kit, I would no longer need additional layers. Literally just my snowboard kit, my t-shirt, underwear, maybe some crash shorts, meaning that when I take a snowboard trip, I would only have to pack one thing versus having to pack base layers, leggings, mid layers, etc., which I can go on and tell you this theory 100% worked out for me. I'm someone who typically runs hot, but the Whitespace Cargo Kit, I didn't need any other additional layers, and I stayed extremely warm and dry the entire time on the mountain anytime that I snowboarded in this kit. I never got cold and actually stayed so warm that I was sweating. Again, I run warmer than most, but this kit definitely was warm enough that even on my coldest days this season, I actually had to remove layers versus add them. But that being said, this also does feature great ventilation in both the bibs and the jacket, which for me is a must-have. The bibs vent in the crotch and the jacket has vents in the sides. That being said, if you're someone who runs cold, this insulated kit will definitely help you out. Or if you're like me, I'll now save it for my extra cold days, and I know even with the minimal underneath, it's going to do its job of keeping me warm and exceptionally well. I also don't think it's necessarily antimicrobial on the inside, but the insulation is supposed to help regulate heat and moisture, and I can say wearing this for 3 days straight snowboarding, even when I got super sweaty, the inside of the bibs and jacket never smelled like sweat, and they stayed smelling fresh and clean, which is always awesome when you're on a snowboard trip and don't have to wash your gear as frequently. Whitespace does rank this as their maximum waterproof and maximum warmth option, and I would say that stands true. I was never cold and never got wet from snow. Functionality-wise, this jacket and bib combo is insane. Like I said, that's initially what made me want to try this Whitespace Cargo Kit, was its amount of storage. Especially, like I mentioned, as a content creator, I always need extra storage space, and I'm one who typically brings a backpack for accessories, snacks, extra gloves, lenses, etc. And I honestly think with this kit, there's so much storage, I could go backpackless if I really wanted to, and still be just fine, because you have so many pockets that are easy to access throughout the entire kit. I also love the zippers on this kit, especially because they have these really long fabric pull tags, and it makes using zippers with your gloves or mittens on super easy. As with all of the Whitespace gear, the 2-layer cargo jacket and bibs are extremely stylish, and frankly, I think it may be the best looking ski or snowboard set I have ever seen. I think it looks super sick, and it also does come in 4 different colorways, and I actually had a hard time choosing because I thought they all looked incredible. It's a military-inspired design that's supposed to blend functionality and performance, and I think it really hits the nail on the head and does just that. I love the look and functionality of this setup, and from here on out, when I'm taking a snowboard trip that I know is going to be extra cold, this will be my snowboard jacket and bibs that I reach for every time. I love knowing that it's going to keep me warm. I can pack minimally, knowing this kit will be all I will need. I love that type of convenience and just making packing for a snowboard trip or a day of snowboarding super easy. I think this snowboard kit is great for somebody who gets cold super easy because it's going to keep you warm, or if you're like me, like I said, that convenience factor is just hard to beat. Right now, this kit is 40% off as well as the entire Whitespace line, so definitely check them out. I'm a huge fan of their products. I have this link down below. Like I said, I've been running their stuff for 3 years myself. Definitely check it out and snag it at that 40% off because you seriously cannot beat the value and quality that you're going to get. If you have any questions about this kit or any of the Whitespace outerwear, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Hope you guys are still getting tons of snow, and if not, that you're already getting pumped for next snowboard season. We'll see you in the next one soon.